want to do now is to let Fletcher giving you a demo of Prima Re, and then I will finish up the slides. Fletcher?
Okay, well, thanks very much, Alex, for outlining that. Let me just set up my screen a little bit properly. Here we are. Okay, so what I'll do now is I'd like to build on everything that Alex has said and illustrate it by showing you the Prima Re software itself. So you can see for yourselves the features, the different features that Alex has highlighted, and so see how they fit in with your own way of working and get an opinion of the benefits of such an open web-based session software application. So once I've gone through the different features and demonstrated them to you, Alex will come back and expand on, as I said, on how Prima Re fits in the IT landscape, and then we can open the door to questions after a brief presentation of the benefits. So let's go onto my web browser here and go and log on to the application. There we are. There's my web browser. So if yeah, just to start, the Prima Re demo is available on the internet, on the web, for anybody who's interested to connect to the Prima Re demo and to try it out for themselves. Just to show you how easy it is to access, you search for Prima Solutions in Google or Bing or your favorite site. You will end up on the Prima Solutions website, which is where you'll find all the information for the company. And here's one I loaded up earlier. And then down on the bottom right-hand corner, you've got the link to visit our demo space, which is where you'll find all our different films, flash demos, and real demos about Prima Re and about our other products. And top right-hand corner, there's a Try Prima Re link, which will take you straight to the Prima Re website, which is for the Prima Re application. I'll just close up these and make a bit of space. There we are, Prima Re. And if you haven't yet got an account, click on the Discover Prima Re button on the right, and that way you can enter your email address, first name, last name, company, read the terms of service and privacy policy, of course, and click on Create My Account, and you'll receive an email with your own account codes. And while that's going on, Prima Re will create a database for you which simulates an insurance company. So you've got your own sandbox where you can play with all the Prima Re features. Now I've already done this, so I've got my email in there, my account password. Just so you know, if you've got, so Prima Re is multilingual, so if you've got your browser preferences set for French, you'll see these screens come up in French. If you've got them set up for other languages, they'll come up in English. The technology is quite standard, so we did have a POC for a Chinese page with the Chinese text entry and Chinese labels all over. So that works too, depending on your requirements. Right. So as Alex said, the features of Prima Re are split into these different domains, so sessions, programs, losses, carriers, and the accounting tab, which is brand new. We develop it with an agile methodology, so we're constantly adding new features to the Prima Re application, and the accounting tab is a brand new feature. The first thing, before we get onto these, what I'd like to just expand a bit on is that with Prima Re, the aim is to get all the reinsurance information available and accessible in one place. So this is why the first thing that you come across in Prima Re is the dashboard which shows you how the financial situation is coming along for the last 3 months. So, well, we've just started May, so there's no premiums, no inwards premiums that have come in yet for May, but we've already got some ceded claims that have come in. Some inwards claims that have come in, and the ceded claims there have been produced by the Prima Re accounting engine automatically, and this shows the situation of the sessions as they would be if we were to send out statements. Right? So the Prima Re engine calculates things every day. Every day it goes to the inwards insurance systems, obtains data from them, splits it into the different branches, attaches it to the correct treaties, and works out what the reinsurance should be on all of those, works out the inuring sequence and the cascade, and produces figures which are available in Prima Re and ready for you to see and for you to manipulate and check and validate and enrich if necessary for producing statements which will go to the reinsurers. Okay, so this is the big advantage. All your figures are in one place, and all your figures are available here for everybody to see at any time. It's no longer have to wait several weeks, several months after the end of the period. You can see the figures at any time. So the different features. Well, actually, let's start with the carriers. Let's start with the carriers because it's in the carriers application that you find the list of all the reinsurers and the list of all the brokers. So we have 3 brokers: Oak Re, Ash Re, and Beach Re, and all the rest are reinsurers. If I click on one of these reinsurers, we can see the reinsurer contact address, obviously, and the list of all the statements that have been prepared for them. And well, reinsurance sessions, the finality of reinsurance sessions is to produce the statements destined to the reinsurer so that reinsurers can pay can indemnify the insurance company. So this is why we're starting out here. And what we can see is there's a number of reinsurance statements. I'll just show one here. It's a PDF file which we download, I believe. Yes, you can see that. I'll just zoom in. Okay, here we are. So fairly standard statement with the on the left we have the identity of the treaty, on the right the identity of the reinsurer. If I go down, we've got all the different ceded amounts. Now the ceded amounts we show are 100% ceded amounts, and the reinsurer share is at the bottom. It's €31.19 in the favor of the reinsurer. Just like to reiterate something, the figures in here are absolutely fictitious figures. What we've done is we've done a simulation of an insurance company. So we've generated some figures, some premiums, some claims, so that there's data for you to play with in this sandbox, and so that you can try the different features. So the figures sometimes look, well, they do look strange. But that's just because they've been automatically generated, and we haven't taken a real set of figures. Another thing we've got is we've got bordereau. Here, this is a surplus treaty, so we've got a surplus bordereau, and this will pop up an Excel file, providing I've got Excel. Yes, here we are. So an Excel file which has got the list of all the risks that have come under that surplus treaty. Oh, hang on, I've just got to wait for it. There it is, it's come up now. So all the risks that have come under that surplus treaty with a sum insured, when the insurance period started and ended, and the cession rate that's been worked out for each risk, and then the original and year-to-date and this period claims paid and premiums. So all this is information which will make the reinsurers quite happy. So the idea here is that you'd have all your reinsurers in the list in Prima Re, and you'd have all the statements that are sent to the reinsurers available from Prima Re. So there's one place to go for all your statements. This is also true of all the Excel losses. So now we'll go on to the Excel loss features that Alex was mentioning. Here we've got the list of all the losses that are currently being followed with Prima Re. For example, here is it's a 2010 cat loss for the 3rd of August. 3rd of August, and we've got the chart which shows how the total incurred amount, original incurred losses, has evolved over time since August. So these are the different payments that have come in on the inwards insurance side. And what we've done is, for this graph, we split them up by different risk type, because there's different Excel programs that cover those different risk types. If I show you at the bottom, what we've got is we've got the 2 programs which have been attached to that cat Excel loss. And if we see the amounts of total incurred loss, you can see that 19 million for liability risk. Well, actually, that's beyond the limit for this liability program down here at the bottom. As to the link between inwards claims and the cat loss, we have this screen to manage that. So as you saw on the previous screen, on the cat loss we recorded, we have got yes, we did record it, the start date and the duration. And with Prima Re, what Prima Re then does is it goes look in the database of all claims on the inwards IT systems and puts on this current screen all the claims that match the particular cat loss time frame. And what it shows you here is that since the last time I went in the screen, there's a new claim that's been recorded on the inward side. And so a quick call to the claims people will tell me whether this claim is really part of the cat loss or if it's just another claim which happened to have the same characteristics but isn't really part of the cat loss. So if it's not, what I can do is I can ignore it, and then it's removed from the list, and it'll never appear again on the list unless, of course, I change my mind. So if I change my mind, I select the ignored ones, and then I can click on attach again. Right? So we've got this nice little feature for attaching inwards claims to the cat XL losses, and we've also got some automatic features that can be used in parameterization, so that cat XL losses can be filled automatically when you've got large numbers of claims. Okay, so that cat loss is fine. What we've